Liverpool. Liverpool. Save that Isaac money for your defense. Oh. I said, save that Isaac money for your defense. Oh. Because what I saw today. Okay, let's get into it. Welcome to the Goal Line Conversations TV, where football passion meets real talk. If you're a new or returning user who have not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification bell to get updated for more content like this, and also comment so that we can have more conversations. Today we'll be reviewing the Liverpool versus Bournemouth game that just happened just literally a couple of minutes ago, and we're gonna dive into basically I'll react to how the game went, and we'll talk about some of the highs, the lows, and of some of the games, and we'll talk about what how's Liverpool's defense of the Premier League trophy, how that is looking. Obviously, it's the first game, so you can't read too much into it. But let's get right into the game. All right. So starting off, Liverpool started off on a strong foot. Obviously, Bournemouth and they lost a lot of defenders. They lost a lot of players, mostly in the defensive area. In fact, they even had the defender, I think Diakate, who the research just signed probably like 2 or 3 days ago, and it was starting right away. Ideally, that's not really what a manager wants to do. A lot of times, the manager wants to slowly bring in the player into the squad to make sure that he understands the identity of the game. But because of how short they left, how depleted they were in the defensive area, they needed him to jump in right away. And honestly speaking, I didn't give Bournemouth much of a chance, to be honest. When I was looking at this game, I thought this game was going to be an easy 3 or 4-1. And the one is just because I know that Liverpool still have some lapse of concentration from their end where they sometimes they will consider goal. But as at the 70th or 75th minute, it was not looking like that. So, first of all, Liverpool started on a strong foot, a very, very good goal, lucky bounce, but a striker's finish from Ekitike. He looks to be up for it because initially when I saw about 95 million for somebody who scored about 13 goals last season, and he just it was a lot of money for a player such as that. But he's showing that he's what the potential that people are seeing in him. He's not scared of the ball. He wants to drop in. He wants to get the ball. He wants to take a defender one on one dribble. So he shows that he has a brave mentality towards like basically going into the game and going at defenders. And you can see that tenacity in the first goal that he scored, where it's like it was like I gotta be the defender. And with the lucky bounce, it's like I'm just gonna keep going. And he doesn't look scared. He's not scared at all. He wants the ball, and that's what you want to your number 9 to. You want your striker to want the ball. You want your striker to be involved in anything that is happening in that front line, especially in the box. And he looks to be up for it. So I'm definitely excited to watch more from Ekitike. Um, Definitely he's not even shy of like, oh, these guys have been there before, so I'm not gonna do too much. No, like he was everywhere, and he covered a lot of covered a lot of surface on the grass today, and he definitely deserved the man of the match that he got. Moving on to the second goal. The second goal really came from, again, a very very good pass from Ekitike to Gakpo, and then Gakpo just walked across that front line and just placed it. Very, very good goal. Gakpo being somebody who they were saying that is going to drop on the bench. When you look at the potential of them adding Isak to this front line, Gakpo definitely looks like that guy that is going to drop to the bench because there's no way you are benching Ekitike after you see him perform like that. Gakpo, certain times he lost the ball, he couldn't take on his man. Sometimes he's not reading the passes that Salah is trying to give to him. So he definitely looks like the one who's definitely going to get benched if Liverpool end up signing Isak. But if Liverpool end up signing Isak, oh my god, I'll leave that conversation for the later part of this reaction. But going on into it, obviously there was a period in the game where I think Semenyo was racially abused, and they paused the game to kind of address that. And I like that. I like that mentality that we're not just gonna act like this is normal, and then after the game, then they will not start doing all this university. Like, stop the game. Make sure that everything is paused. I don't care if anybody's on a counter. When a situation like that happens, they should stop the game, kick the person out to make sure that this is not a behavior that's going to be accepted in football at all. It's not new, unfortunately, but it's still something that we continue to see racist remark, people feeling like they just feel like they can say anything to players and get away with it. And I think things like this are things we need to kick out of football. So definitely rightfully treated by the Premier League. I definitely also wanted to address the handball, which honestly speaking, to me, that was the red card. Like, I don't know what Anthony Taylor was looking at, but that was a red card. And even from the response from the VAR and the reason why they thought it was not, like, how is that not a red card? Like, how is that not a red card? Somebody should explain to me. I hear the explanation they gave on Sky Sport, but I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. All right, then moving on to the game, I was like, okay, Liverpool's up 2-0. They're probably just going to play around. Then in the second half, they're probably going to do a little bit. And then before you know it, they're just going to finish out the game like a 3-0 or something like that and then wrap up the game. But then suddenly, Bournemouth started they started biting. They started saying, you know what, we're going to go at you. We're going to go at you. And they scored the first goal, and it's 2-1. And I'm like, oh, are we about to see a shocker on the Premier League opening day? Like, I was like, let's go. Like, I'm in for this. And then Arne Slot decides to make the most craziest substitution of all time. Takes both his his right back and left back, who are very, very good going forward and coming back. He takes them out of the game and brings in duds like Gomez and I think Robertson. What? Somebody please, what, in what sense? What? And the slot needs to explain that decision in his post-match conference. I'm waiting. I need him to explain that decision because that decision made no sense to me, and that definitely gave Bournemouth a lot of encouragement to say, hey, they took out some of the fastest players in their defense, so that means my right winger, my left winger, you need to be going at these new defenders that they brought in that definitely are not up to par with the people that they took off. And that's what Bournemouth did. Bournemouth went to town with to town in those areas, and that's where the second goal came from, which is basically a very good no, actually, that's yeah, that no, that's where the first goal came from, where Brooks crossed it all the way across the box to Semenyo, and then boom, before you know, they were in, and then the second goal, I couldn't understand for the life of me what Konate was doing. It was watching, didn't engage, didn't make a decision, and was just in no man's land. And even when the ball, when the Semenyo shot the ball, this guy was looking towards the throwing it. Like, how, what kind of defensive mindset is that? Like, what are you doing? You are in no man's land. Make a decision. Commit. If you want to get a yellow card, get a yellow card. Like, at that point, even before he enters the 18-yard box, drag him down, get a yellow card, tackle him, do something. And I don't know. I don't know. I hear rumors about McGay, obviously probably coming into Liverpool. Hey, Chelsea will take that sell-on clause from Crystal Palace. And with his conversations of his renewal of Konate's deal, maybe they might not renew him. They might just end up selling him because he definitely looks to be the biggest, like the biggest it was disappointing, to be honest. It was disappointing this game. He just looked all sorts out of it. He didn't look like it was himself. He looked like he was not ready for the game, and people were just getting at him. Like, even there was a pass that he made even before, like probably when it was 1-0 or something. He made a pass to Allison, and the ball ended up going out for corner. So definitely Konate. Konate is not what I don't know what's going on with him, but he definitely got to be, somebody's got to calm him down and have a conversation with him to just lock in that the season has started. Football is back. The season has started. You got to be locked in. And then 2-2. Semenyo scored, and I'm like, are we about to see a shocker? And I went too early. I started texting my Liverpool brethren out there saying, what's going on with the eyes emoji? I went too early. I just went too early. The moment I started typing and texting and just asking what's going on, before you know, Federico Chiesa scored 3-2. And I don't even know what the Bournemouth defenders were doing. You people you are jumping and you are heading the same ball. You people are not shouting. Man, it's the same team, same team. You are jumping and just acting foolish in that. And then Federico Chiesa scored a very beautiful goal. And that's actually good for Fergal Chiesa because there's been a lot of rumors about him actually leaving to go to the Serie A because he's not going to get a lot of game time. But that actually showed that, hey, maybe you don't sell him that at least now. See what role he's able to provide in that attacking force area. And then lastly, the goal from Salah. Salah just been Salah. Salah is I don't know. He was quiet most of the game, to be honest. He didn't really have a lot of threat. He was trying to play more of a assist role. He was playing a lot of passes, good passes. Some of the players were not just on the same wavelength with him. So I don't understand. But he definitely was a bit not like the Salah, but like that last minute, Liverpool needed him, and he definitely showed why he's probably he will go down as one of the greatest players. He's not the greatest player, but will go down one of the greatest players in the English Premier League. That ability to be able to take it on your weak foot, bring it into the box, and shoot, great goal. And Liverpool won 4-2. And one player I want to that's Petrovic. Petrovic, you're buns, bro. Petrovic is buns. I don't care what nobody have to say. The second goal and probably the fourth goal are things that he could have stopped, in my opinion. Even Ekitike's goal, I felt like he could have covered himself more if he came out quickly enough to just make himself a bit bigger to make it difficult for Ekitike to choose a position to shoot. But yeah, Petrovic is thank God Chelsea got our money and then we just bounced 25 or almost 30 million that we got from him. Glory be to God. Chelsea, you made the right decision because I was low-key mad that why didn't you even have the guy in the Club World Cup? Why didn't you even try him out, see what he's able to do? And but they just showed that, hey, that's why he's our boardman. You're making those kind of mistakes. You see, you are where you are supposed to be, mid-table ish, around those area. So anyway, very very good game from Liverpool. Stuff of champions. You can't argue with that. And with the ability for them to now add Isak, adding Isak to this team, hey, man, Liverpool's going to be something else. Oh. Let's not lie to ourselves. Before I was giving myself copium that maybe that because there are so many new people, they will take it will take them a while for them to bond. But these people don't play around. They click. They're gonna be a problem. They're gonna be a problem. I I don't. It's gonna be hard. I think in the big games, Liverpool is definitely going to, especially with Frank Pong just bombing all the way forward. Liverpool is definitely going to they're definitely going to have some defensive lapses. But w- time will tell. Time will tell how that will affect them if they will cover up or they have a game plan on how they attack, how they cover those areas, those defensive areas, or plug those holes right now that we're seeing in their defensive line. But generally speaking, good game. It was good. It was I'm glad Premier League is back. I don't know. Any of you, how many of you are glad Premier League is back? If you are glad Premier League is back, drop a like in the drop a like, leave a comment. I'm excited. I don't know about you. I got my Saturday football back. I'm tired of watching nonsense friendlies that don't mean anything. I'm glad Premier League is back. La Liga is back. Like at this point, I'm going to be just watching multiple games. La Liga, Premier League, League One. I'm not going to stream everything at this point. I miss football. I miss football. I miss football. I don't know about you. I miss football. I'm tired of nonsense friendlies that don't mean anything and then they're just playing. Let's have real football back. Eh? Let's have about 11 people determine how my weekend is is going to go. I let's have 11 players and a coach determine how I'm going to feel if my weekend is going to be a fun one, it's going to be a like I'm just boning, I'm angry throughout the rest of the weekend. Eh? Ah man, things we do for football. Anyway, if you've loved this so far, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are about the game. Liverpool look right now; they still look very strong. They look very formidable. It's going to take a lot for somebody to grab that Premier League trophy from them. They still look like defend. They look very very like defending champs. That's stuff of champions. You're down. Your game it came back to a draw. You do everything that you can to win the game. That's what champions do. So I wouldn't expect less, if I'm being honest. But great game from Bournemouth. They didn't just lie down and just they gave a fight, but they definitely need some couple of more signings for if they want to actually if they want to actually make it to the top half of the table because they look like they were gutted like with so many people that they lost. But great stuff anyway. Let me know what your thoughts are. Drop a like, drop a comment. And yeah, we're gonna have more reactions like this coming up. We're gonna have a reaction coming out tomorrow also with the Premier League weekend game and also on Sunday. I'm gonna try to be more diligent in how frequent I'm posting and reacting to games. So definitely watch out. Encourage me, please. Encourage us. Subscribe. Drop a like. If you like the video, share with other people, and we appreciate it. All right. Peace out, guys. Have a great one.